Every morning, your brain offers a rare and precious opportunity. A small window where you can begin to shape who you are, who you want to become, and how you experience the day ahead. Unfortunately, most people squander this chance. They scroll through social media, get stressed about emails, or hit the snooze button, delaying the potential that every new day offers. But here's the thing. The first moments after waking are neurologically unique. The thoughts, beliefs, and intentions you plant right after you wake up have the power to guide your day, quiet your self-doubt, and even shape your mindset in the long term. There are 5 powerful phrases or ideas that, when repeated every morning, can anchor your mindset like a compass guiding you through the inevitable chaos of life. I want to be clear. What I'm sharing is not about forcing positivity or pretending everything is fine when it's not. This isn't some motivational fluff or vague self-help advice. What I'm sharing is rooted in 2 things: ancient Stoic philosophy, which has stood the test of centuries, and modern neuroscience, which shows how the brain physically changes in response to thought patterns. So if you've been feeling overwhelmed, scattered, or as if life is happening to you rather than through you, consider this your wake-up call. How you start your morning sets the tone for your entire life. The reason mornings are so important is neurological. Right after you wake up, your brain enters a state where your subconscious is especially receptive. This is because your mind is operating in alpha and theta brainwave states, frequencies associated with deep relaxation, creativity, and focus. They're the same brainwave states used in meditation and hypnosis. In this early state, the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for critical thinking and analysis, hasn't fully activated. This means your thoughts, affirmations, and intentions can bypass the usual filters of judgment and go straight into your subconscious. Think of it like your subconscious door being slightly open, just enough to let positive and empowering ideas sink in deeply and last longer. Repeating empowering beliefs, visualizing your goals, and doing mental priming at this time literally rewires your brain faster than if you tried the same practices later in the day. There's also a physiological advantage. Cortisol, your body's natural stress hormone, peaks in the morning. While stress often feels negative, in this context it's not. That morning spike actually increases alertness, focus, and neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize and reprogram itself. So combine this biological advantage with intentional mental practice, and you're effectively preparing yourself for the day while strengthening your brain for long-term growth. The takeaway is simple. Your morning is your golden hour. Use it to set your mind for who you want to be and what you want to believe. Now let's dive into the philosophy behind this practice. Stoicism is an ancient school of thought that teaches mental clarity, emotional resilience, and groundedness no matter what life throws at you. It's not about suppressing your emotions or pretending everything is fine when it isn't. Instead, it's about mastering your inner world so that you can navigate life with purpose and clarity. Think of it as building mental armor to handle a chaotic, unpredictable world. Here are the 5 morning phrases, along with why each of them is so powerful. 1. Today I will face resistance, and that's okay. I welcome it. This insight comes from Marcus Aurelius in Meditations, his personal journal. He advised waking up and reminding yourself that you may encounter people who are difficult, arrogant, ungrateful, or selfish, and that this is part of life. The intention isn't pessimism, it's preparation. Expecting challenges creates a mental shield that allows you to face obstacles without panic or frustration. Science even supports this idea. In 2003, psychologist Shelley Taylor described stress inoculation, which shows that anticipating challenges improves how your brain responds to pressure, reduces cortisol spikes, and prevents the amygdala, the part of your brain that triggers panic, from taking over. When you start your day expecting resistance, setbacks or difficulties won't derail you. You'll be ready to meet them calmly. 2. I cannot control everything, but I can control how I show up. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is within your control and what is not. According to Stoicism, we have control over our choices, actions, and attitude, but very little control over other people, past events, or external outcomes. Most people spend 90% of their mental energy trying to control things they can't influence, which is a recipe for stress and frustration. By focusing only on what you can control, you conserve energy, increase your effectiveness, and improve your well-being. Psychology calls this internal locus of control. Studies consistently show that people who focus on their own actions rather than external circumstances experience less anxiety, more resilience, and greater motivation. So whenever you encounter a stressful situation, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is, act deliberately. If it isn't, let it go. 3. I am not my thoughts. I am the thinker of my thoughts. Our brains are wired to produce thoughts constantly. They generate fears, doubts, and worst-case scenarios, not to harm us but to keep us safe. The problem is, if we identify with every thought, we get trapped in anxiety and self-doubt. Stoics call this practice cognitive distancing. You are not your thoughts, you are the observer of your thoughts. By speaking out loud, observing your mental patterns, and labeling them as just thoughts, you gain control over your mind instead of being controlled by it. Neuroscience calls this approach mindfulness-based cognitive therapy. The more you practice it, especially first thing in the morning, the less power negative thinking will have over your day. 4. I am grateful for what I have. Seneca, one of the most famous Stoics, said that nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart. Gratitude is not sentimental or weak, it's transformative. In a world obsessed with more, practicing gratitude allows you to notice that you already have enough. Specific gratitude practices like appreciating the sunlight streaming through your window, a friend's funny messages, or simply the gift of being alive can dramatically boost your mental state. Neuroscience confirms this. Gratitude increases dopamine and serotonin levels, improves sleep, strengthens the immune system, and even reduces stress-related inflammation. Studies from UC Davis and UC Berkeley show that regular gratitude practice improves optimism by 25% and rewires the brain for resilience and focus. 5. Life is short. I am not guaranteed another sunrise. I will live today fully. This comes from the Stoic principle of memento mori, remembering that life is finite. Marcus Aurelius wrote that keeping death in mind can guide how you live your life. Contemplating your mortality isn't morbid, it's clarifying. It motivates you to prioritize what truly matters, align your actions with your values, and live intentionally. Research from the University of Missouri in 2017 shows that reflecting on death increases life satisfaction and promotes meaningful behavior. Knowing your time is limited can ignite focus, presence, and purpose. Here's a practical exercise to apply these 5 principles. Write them down on a piece of paper. Each morning after brushing your teeth and doing a brief breathing exercise, read each phrase aloud 10 times. Let the words sink in. Over a week, this practice begins to rewire your subconscious, strengthen your resilience, and shift your mindset. These 5 phrases are not just motivational. They are actionable tools to help you start each day with clarity, intention, and calm confidence. If your goal is to gain perspective, mental strength, and more intentional action in your life, these morning practices are essential. Commit to them and watch how your mornings, and eventually your life, transform. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about the law of attraction, personal growth, and how to create the life you truly want, make sure to subscribe to Magnet Thoughts. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss new videos filled with strategies, stories, and inspiration to help you attract your dreams into reality. Want to dive even deeper? Click the link below to learn more about the law of attraction and access the course we recommend. It could be the key to transforming your life. See you in the next video.